Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to round 3, stage 6 of the Zwift Racing League. We enter our final scratch race of the season, and it's going to be on another user-submitted course, this time by Mark B of the Z-Sun squad. Shout out to my boys in red. We're going to hopefully take a full sweep in every single division, every single race. I mean, red is just faster, what can I say? Let's get into the recon. And for the third round in a row, stage 6 is going to be on a user-submitted course, this time called Danger Noodle. Now, Danger Noodle has a unique race around Watopia, going through Titans Grove, and also going, again, through Titans Grove. There's going to be a total of 5 power-ups, and obviously no sprint points or KOM points, just because this is a scratch race, and the GC is everything. Now we have a bit of climbing, actually 414 meters of climbing, over a total of 32.3 kilometers. Now this is going to be quite an interesting race, and it actually brought my attention to creating a video about ranking the user-submitted courses this series. So watch out for that video in the future. Now I do want to say thank you all for watching me throughout this whole Zwift Racing League, round 1, 2, and now on our third round and our final race. The 0 finals will be in about a month, so be ready for that. I'm going to continue posting more recons on that once it gets closer. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all of the buttons, and make sure you are ready for the 0 finals. I'm excited for them, but I'm a little disappointed on how far away they are. Now for this race, we're going to have a total of 5 power-ups. The first one's going to be the feather. The second one is going to be the draft boost, the van. The third one is going to be another feather, and then we're going to go back-to-back power-ups with the anvil. So that's it for your power-ups. Let's go into bike choice. Last week, I definitely was on the wrong foot, recommending the Pinarello Dogma F with the disc wheels. I think for the higher leveled riders, the higher watts per kilogram riders, it might have been the right choice. But for most of the viewers, most of the people racing, I do believe it might have been kind of the wrong recommendation. So I apologize for that. The all-rounder definitely was the right option to go with if you had the Tron or the 7.8s. But I hope you had a good race either way, and again, I apologize for that. Going on to this week though, I have no reason to doubt in my mind, even though there's 414 meters of climbing, the DT Swiss wheels paired up with the Pinarello Dogma F is going to be the way to go. The all-around aero setup of the Pinarello Dogma and the DT Swiss wheels just makes sense on this course. None of the climbs are really that long, nor are they that tough. If you were facing something more like, I don't know, 16, 15%, you know, it'd be a no-brainer to go all-rounder, right? Yeah, like I said, I messed up last week. But this week, it's going to be an aero setup. Like I said, it's going to come down to a sprint finish, that's for sure. There's not really going to be a huge chance for a breakaway. But either way, let's get into that route. Now, I believe I finally fixed my Zwift recording, so it does not look like I filmed it on a Nokia touch slide phone. You're welcome. But anyways, into this route, we're going to be starting downtown in Watopia. Yet again, like I say, every single week we're in Watopia. We're going to be taking a left as we go up that short little climb, going towards the S's and down that hill. This is going to be quite a fast start, just because every time we go through the S's, it always seems like we are kind of fighting for our lives up that first climb. As we make our way down past the sprint, we're going to be going into the Italian villas, and this time we're going to be heading towards the 360 bridge. Now this is kind of an interesting little route here as we go up that little 4 to 5% and make our way towards what would normally go towards the Ocean Boulevard, we're actually going to stay straight, take a left, and go past take a right, and go back up the hill we just went down. We're going to be making our way right back up the hill we just went down into downtown Watopia. And now we're going to be taking a left onto the wooden bridge and into Titans Grove. Again, Titans Grove is just one big roller, it seems, so be ready to keep the pace up and be ready to fight for your life. Now, after you've gone through parts of Titans Grove, you're going to be coming up to Titans Grove KOM Reverse. We've seen this part of the climb this year in the Zwift Racing League. I actually believe the last user-created course went through here for the finish, if I remember correctly. This is a great little climb and personally one of my favorites in the game. Now, just how the climb works, it's not really a great breakaway climb because it's very draftable. Again, the reason for the arrow setup is I think you can draft a good part of this climb. You get to the top, even if you're struggling to stick with that front pack, it's quite easy to claw back on the descent that is right after the KOM climb. If you don't remember from last year, we raced on the Makarai Islands and in the city line KOM, whatever that's called. I remember being in the front group and a back second group and a third group were able to catch us on the descent and into the next part of the race. It's just one of those climbs that's not very dangerous, but you need to be aware of it. We're going to be taking the roundabout and going right back into Titans Grove. So we only see the desert for a little bit, so make sure you're drinking some water at this point and getting your recovery in. We're going to be basically doing the same exact route, just reverse and into downtown Watopia again. Now, 22.8 kilometers is where the official Titans Grove KOM begins, but the climbing doesn't start for about another minute or so. This is one of those longer climbs that really doesn't push the pace too hard. It's 2.6 kilometers long, and honestly, I think it peaks at 5%, maybe 4%. Now, the official climb ends at 25.4 kilometers into the race, and at this point, we only have 50 more meters of climbing, and it's basically just the rollers that we've already seen going the other way. I think at this point of the race, a lot of people are going to be struggling and there's going to be a lot of heavy legs, heavy breathing, and there's honestly not really a good spot to break away. Maybe on one of the rollers you get lucky and you put down some power and you fly up and down a few and you get some distance, but honestly it's a bit far away for an actual push and an actual breakaway. So I really think this is going to just go down to a sprint finish. So save your legs, rest up, get some water, get some Gatorade, whatever it might be, and get ready for that sprint finish. We're going to be picking up the pace as we approach the ending, but I must warn you, anyone in a Z-Sun jersey is going to be getting 10 plus sprint points, 10 plus speed for just being that good, that fast, and that good looking. Anyways, we're going to be getting downtown, and as we pass under the bridge, people are going to be starting their sprint, revving their engines, and it's going to be an all-out brawl to get those final podium points, and also to finish out stage 6 of round 3 of the Zwift Racing League on the route Danger Noodle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for me and stage 6, and I hope you've had a wonderful time in the Zwift Racing League. We've completed rounds 1, 2, and 3. For anyone that's stuck around this whole, 18 episodes of Zwift Recons, thank you all. I appreciate it. And as always, I hope you guys have a good race, good luck, and join the Z-Sun squad because we're always looking for new members and we have a ton of fun. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all. Have a great time and enjoy the final stage of this year's Zwift Racing League.